We are overlooking John Herron's ALUS project. I'm just standing here at the sign on the corner of the pasture. So there's, I zoom up, you can see the creek going through this chunk of pasture on their place. And you can see everything is, all the willows are in their fall colors right now, and we're just gonna head down and have a look at their crossing. They did a couple of crossings on this project, as well as fencing, so that they could manage this creek area as a unique riparian pasture. We're standing in John Herron's riparian management pasture. Like I was mentioning, they've done fencing up on high ground to manage a unique riparian pasture that's now in view here. Some of the fencing was already done, but they had to finish completing the entire valley. They have a half section here, and so well over a mile of the creek flows through here, as well as another tributary creek off in the distance that flows into the main creek here. It's a very well-defined valley and riparian area. It's September 22nd right now, so the riparian area really stands out at this time of year, and you can see all the willows that have been growing and that in here. This area is grazed, and you can tell by how well everything looks that the grazing management seems to be working quite well here. So we're all here to see the crossing, so let's go have a look at that. There it is. We'll just walk up to it. The creek itself is really well defined here. So we're pretty confident. We come out here back in 2017 and found a place where the cows had been going across, but also a spot where there was high ground and the creek channel itself was really well defined and as narrow as possible. So we figured that that would be a great place to put this crossing. And as we walk up to it, you can tell the cows have definitely been using it. You know, they've done their thing on either end of the creek. That's kind of, or either end of the bridge rather. That's to be expected. But at least that's happening up on high ground away from the creek. So we've crossed the crossing just like a cow, and it was turning around here. There's the crossing again. I want to point out the creek is dried up right now. I'm thinking there's some beavers that have dammed the creek off somewhere upstream. On the other end of John's place here, there was no water at all. There's a few little pools, at least still on this end. The deck itself is probably close to 4 feet from the creek bottom, but again you can see how well defined and narrow the creek bed is right there. So when they put this crossing in, they were able to just plunk it in totally up on high ground, bank to bank clearance, had no disruptions whatsoever of the creek in putting this bridge in. The bridge itself is built out of, I would say, that'd be 4x12s. There are anchor posts, 4 of them like that one, on either end. I think there's some additional anchoring that I can't see as well. And yeah, really basic bridge. They haven't had to put up any sort of wing fences or rails on the side, and the cows have been more than happy to use it. Not surprising, since the creek channel is so well defined. This is really just a much more attractive option for the cows, I'm sure, than trying to go through the deep, dark channel itself of the creek. You can see it's not perfect. You know, the odd cow is still going down there and trying to muck around in the creek, but it looks like the vast majority of crossings have been made by the cows on this bridge. I'm just going to run up to the other side here. You can get a better shot of the whole creek area, or at least this part of the creek area. As I said, there's 2 miles, or well over a mile of creek that flows through on John's place here. So yeah, it's just a bit of an overview of the riparian area. You can really see the willows in all their fall color right now, standing out against the brown grass. And again, this pasture is grazed, and the fencing is a long way away. You can kind of see it there between the grass and the edge of the field. But again, they're managing this as a riparian grazing unit. And it definitely looks like they're doing a fantastic job.